exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil. We the lost children of the Lord. YAHANNA, chopping heads off with a sword. Holy Bible, one West, one West, one West, one West, one West to every knee. One West, one West, one West, one West, one West to every knee. I'm really for my people, y'all just playing games. I'm all about the truth, we are not the same. I'ma shoot it to you straight, wouldn't love the same. UPK up in this bitch, yeah, you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69. Read it in the record, now I want what's mine. Came up from the dust, now you see the shine. Ain't no cowards in my camp, all we know is grind. Preaching brotherhood of the Lord, gotta teach us be exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. YAHANNA, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one West, one West, one West, one West, one West to every knee. One West, one West, one West, one West, one West to every knee. What is verse 2 when it's game time? Shield of David, no game sign. Let the truth that we bring to you. Tailor the spirit, we bring it loose. Repent for your sins and come with thee. Become a new man in Jesus' stead. For all the people who need you. Damn right we gon' teach you. Cut a preacher man be lying, telling all them lies, but he still wants your tie. For the new car he drive. It's not time that we wake up. Ain't no devil gon' save us. All we need is the truth. 144 in them boots. Preaching brotherhood of the Lord, gotta teach us be exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. YAHANNA, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one West, one West, one West, one West, one West to every knee. One West, one West, one West, one West, one West to every knee.
All right, Shalom. It's the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Make sure y'all, if there's any, Salak, that's the kids. Okay, no sweat. Shalom, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West and 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. It's Precinct Officer Havana. You understand? And every week, you know, we bringing these laws or anything pertaining to the laws of the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Every week. So we're gonna be back at it again. You understand? What I want to do, I haven't opened up a class of questions in a couple of weeks, so I want to go ahead and start off with any questions. If you have any questions in the room, I might not be able to get to questions online because we got some new students in here. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of the questions in the room, and then we have time. We'll see what's up online. So if there's any questions in the room, you may ask your questions. You can ask whatever you want, sis. Just raise your hand if you could. Go ahead. Where's the microphones at? Oh, no sweat. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, my sound crazy. Loud and clear.
Sorry. I have my daughter with, as you would say, Edomite. Her father's an Edomite. How do, like, as far as transitioning her, like, she has no hope because of who her father is, or?
So your daughter is an Edomite because of her father. Is she here? Well.
That's my thing. And, you know, since I've been raised worldly, I love my children, like, with everything.
Right.
You know, and their mind.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna tell you what was told to me. You understand? First of all, you know, of course, you know, by her father being an Edomite, that means obviously you are what your father is. So she is what she is, you know what I'm saying? A spade is a spade. Now, she's your daughter. Just like any, you know what I'm saying, any child that has a parent, you understand that you may have, like, it's brothers in the school that have their father is, you know, Israelite, but their mother is an Edomite. You understand? And guess what? That's their mother no matter what. Just like brothers are married to, you understand, other nations, other heathens or whatever. So that's your daughter. So you're supposed to be a mother to your daughter. You love your daughter, you care for your daughter, you be there for her. That's your daughter. Like you treat her just like she's your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing you got to understand about the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge is like, how can I put it? The Christian church have put a lot of spookiness on the Bible and spookiness on, you know, reality. You know what I'm saying? This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Now I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you your child is, you understand, she's gonna inherit the kingdom, because that's not true. You understand? We know what's gonna happen to the Edomites. But I'm also not gonna sit here and tell you don't love your daughter and don't be a mother to your daughter just because your daughter's an Edomite. Like, that's your child. You be there for your child and be a damn good mother to your child. You understand? Just know that if you want to come into the truth, when it comes down to, you may be restricted. Let's put it this way. You may be restricted to a lot of things. Like, for instance, you understand, if we would have probably knew beforehand that she was an Edomite, it's possible. I don't want to, I asked obviously Yadizak on the actual protocol, but there's certain things that, certain events and certain places she wouldn't be able to go with you. You would have to just either get a babysitter or you just wouldn't be able to go to those functions. You understand? But that should, no matter what, it still shouldn't stop you and your, you know what I'm saying, your journey in the truth. You shouldn't let that stop you in your journey. You be a good mother to her and you raise her, you understand, and you raise her to have morals. Teach her not to be like her father, you understand? But at the same time, you know, you let the Lord is gonna do things how he want to do them. You understand? And if he see, you know what I'm saying, I'm not the Most High. So it may come a point where he may have mercy on your child because you decide to not want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not telling you that's the case, but I'm just telling you the Most High might. You understand? It's no different from, if I could, it's no different from, you know, we have, it's, you know what I'm saying, when we at camp, you understand, we got the white people, you know, kissing our boots and stuff like that. You understand? Because guess what? They're sorry. They feel sorry for what they people have done. They feel remorseful. They want to pay tribute, and they're hoping that they can get some mercy in, you know, from the Most High. So that's really what it is. I mean, the reality is, you know, she wouldn't be able to do things within the nation, but as a mother to a daughter, you be a damn good mother to your daughter. You understand? You don't treat your daughter, because I got a nephew. My nephew's a Moabite. You understand? My sister, she's Judah, but her husband, well, at one point he was her husband. You know, I go visit her. I don't treat him no different. You understand? Like, we not in it like this. We don't, like, okay, how can I put it? We don't hate white people because they're white. You understand? Like, we don't hate you. We don't hate white people because, oh, you're a white person, I hate you. No, white people hate us because we're black. You understand? But we don't hate white people because they're white. We hate white people for the crimes that their parents, their forefathers, you understand, committed against us and continue to commit against us every day. Like you Hispanic, right? Like, if I could, right? So you understand kind of, it's kind of, you know, you had a situation where, you know, not all of us are always, you didn't know the truth. You didn't know, you know, I ain't gonna say, I don't want to use the word you made a mistake, because it is what it is. Hey, come check this broadcast right quick. See what's going on with this over here. What that saying?
It's trying to reconnect, sir.
Yeah, try to get that squared away. Yeah, so what I was saying, sis, is, you know, we don't, that ain't the reason why we, you know, hate white people. We hate white people because the Lord hates white people. The Lord hates white people because look what they've done to his people. You understand? It's not no personal vendetta against white people. You understand? We just teach what the Bible teaches. We know what the Lord said he's going to recompense against those who have, you know, committed these atrocities against us. So, you know, be a good mother to your daughter, and moving forward, just plan strategically. Okay, well, I can go to this class because I got somebody to watch her, or I got, you know what I mean? Like, don't necessarily, I'm not going to tell you treat her different. Just when it comes to coming, you know, to class, coming to events, barbecues, then she's not gonna be allowed. You understand? And it's not like, you know, because like if you want to get a babysitter for her, it ain't like you treating her no different. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it is what it is. You understand? You Israelite, she's, I mean, it's just what it is. It's not no, and I know it's a tough thing. I'll be honest. Go ahead.
I can still teach her like the laws and how to respect herself.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. All right, we praying. We want the kingdom to come here on earth, right? Hold on, give me one second. I got you, sis. We want the kingdom to come here on earth, right? Guess what? Right now, who's ruling the earth? You say it in the microphone. Ain't no shame. The white man is ruling the earth right now, right? So right now, who laws are we following as far as in the land? The white man's laws, right? So guess what? In the kingdom, guess whose laws everybody's going to be following? Ours. You see what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with teaching her, the truth according to the Bible, teaching her. But that's why it's good to come to class so you can learn, so that when you go home, you can like use discernment and she needs to understand that these laws are not for her per se, but it ain't going to hurt to live by, because it's a good moral compass to live by. Because we're going to be, trust me, in the kingdom, all heathens, they're going to be living by our laws because it's the right way to live. You understand? You had something you want to ask, sis? Go ahead.
I did. We don't exactly know 100% what her father is.
Okay.
So,
okay.
They don't really know what his father's lineage is. It's just, right.
So she never knew his father? You never?
No.
Okay, let me ask you this. So he never knew his father. What was he like? Okay.
They just tell me he's Caucasian, but I don't know if he was big, I don't know any of that.
Right.
Well,
People look at her and think she's Ephraim, but they think
right. Well, yeah, we don't go by, skin color don't necessarily determine that. I tell you what, if you're not 100% sure, we don't deal with the white man DNA, none of that. So, I mean, if you're not 100% sure, it's not 100% sure that she is an Edomite, then what I would say is, you understand, when you are raising her in this manner, it'll show, like, when the scripture say, give me the precept, give me the precept, let me see, give me a second. I think it's like try the spirit by the 1 John 4. 1 John 4. I believe that's it. 4:1. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it might be a brother, just because, you may say a dark brother, you know what I'm saying? Come here. That don't mean he's, a Judah or an Israelite, you know what I'm saying? It could be, he got a white, you know what I'm saying? It could be an Edomite down the line in his family. But guess what? The more and more you hear the white man is the devil, the more and more we say it, eventually that spirit is going to show. Right. That's one thing about the white man in any other nation, but I'm just going to use the white man for this instance because this is the subject. Listen, that devil spirit is gonna come out. The devil it means deceiver, right? The white man is the devil, so they are the deceiver. But I'm telling you right now, when you coming up against true priests and prophets of the Lord, and we bringing out the truth, and we saying the white man is the devil, and we saying that and telling how the atrocities that the white man committed, eventually that spirit is gonna show. You understand? So that's what we look for. We don't judge. We don't look at a person by their looks. We don't have to go into all that. Oh, well, but if you were told that her father is a Caucasian, then I wouldn't necessarily like put it off. Like it's a small thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if like I would get more, okay, I tell you, this is what I would do. Do your due diligence and try to like just get as much research as possible about her father. You don't have to go to his grandfather, like go deep into it. But if you get more than one person saying that he's a Caucasian and this and that, I mean, the likely chances are that's what it is. You understand? I understand like how it feels because you're like, man, I really just hope it's not because I want you know what I'm saying? Trust me, that I wish the same for my nephew. But I questioned myself before I got in the truth. I used to be like, I'm trying to check but see, I was in the world though. I'm all on what's the damn website, man? Ancestry. I'm talking about. I'm looking. So listen, I couldn't go to sleep at night because I'm sitting there I'm like, damn, I know my dad, you know what I'm saying? But my dad, but his dad, I don't know about him. But what about his dad? I'm going all the way. I'm talking about I went down the line to the point where I couldn't even find records from my great-great-grandfather. I'm like, damn, did he exist? Did they hang him? Was he a nigga? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. So you don't want to wreck your brain with that. You don't want to do because that's not, you know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. You know, if that's why I say just try to, go back to as far as her father. If they saying her father, you know what I'm saying, is Edomite, then I'm just gonna, the odds of it, the reality is most likely that's the case. Now, is it possible that he could have had, parents that, I mean, what does he say?
He passed away.
So her dad passed away.
Last year, February.
Okay.
She's no longer with him.
Okay, so before he passed away, what did he not embrace?
He never knew him, so he never, because his mom got pregnant when she was 17. So it was.
His mom is white?
Yeah, all the way, Positive.
And he never talked y'all never talked to her, not y'all, but
he didn't even talk to his mom really. The only reason I know about his mom was because of her nana, her grandmother. So
I mean, he could be a nigga because this is the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not saying. I mean, I don't, like I said, I would do my due diligence if I were you to try to do more research on her father, or at least to the grandfather, just so you can be more at ease. You understand? I mean, and
that's what I had to do for myself. I traveled all the way to Georgia to talk to my grandfather before he passed because he's been in and out of the hospital.
Right.
And so
you talking about for your lineage?
Yeah, because I couldn't. I knew we had Spaniard in our blood.
Nah,
I didn't know if he was, but he wasn't.
You wouldn't be here.
It was his mother.
Yeah,
it was his mother who was Spaniard, and
right.
his dad was full-blooded Puerto Rican.
Yeah, so the fact that you even concerned, like you, like how I was, the fact that you even your spirit is like, man, no, I don't want to be this. I just want to. You in class, then you know what I'm saying, that your spirit's showing that you're an Israelite. I mean, that's just. We're not gonna, don't wreck your brain trying to, you know what I'm saying? Now, like I was saying about her, you know what I'm saying? Just do your due diligence. I'll talk to Asiatas. I can get the actual protocol on as far as is she still allowed to come in, since we're not 100% sure, and we'll just get that squared away. And like I said, we're gonna get the scriptures showing you what the Bible say to do. You had something?
So I had a scripture to support what you were saying earlier.
Go ahead.
About her walking in the truth. It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's pertaining to this situation, because what it is the sister it's not that she don't, it is in a way. Okay, because like if it came down to her saying, well, if my child can't come, then you know what? I ain't screw the truth. You see what I'm saying? That would be a perfect precept for that. But I don't think that's what the sister, I mean, that's not what I'm getting from you. I'm getting that she want to be in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, here. So that's an excellent precept though concerning, did you ever get this back up and running? It ain't, try to refresh it, like try to close the page down and reset it back up. Just YouTube, I think. But yeah, that would be a perfect precept regarding that. Officer Matthew too, if anything you want to say, just feel free. Nah, man, come on, Salakia, sir. Yeah, so I mean, with that, like I said, let's get the scripture right quick. Young man, get 1 John 4:1 for me.
Okay. It's the book of 1 John.
It's still going strong on YouTube.
The book of 1 John, chapter 1, verse 1. That which was from the
beginning. Salakia, 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. No sweat.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit.
So it says, beloved, believe not every spirit. You understand? Meaning, anybody can say, hey, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say you're telling the truth online based off of what you're saying or how you think, what you feel, what like emotions. But go ahead.
But try the spirits whether they are of God.
But you try the spirits whether they are of God. Meaning there are certain things that, you know, I know. Let's say I'll give you an example, a perfect example, since this is Pride Month, so-called Pride Month, right? Let's say a homosexual wanted to come in here and come to class. They not coming off as like a flaming homosexual, but as a real man and a prophet of the Lord, I'm gonna know something's up with that brother, right? So guess what? I'm gonna try his spirit. You understand? I'm gonna get the guess what I'm gonna get the blazing on? Homosexuality. That's the first thing I'm gonna pull the script. I'm gonna have all the precepts lined up about man cannot lie with mankind and this and that. You a homosexual is disgusting, and I'm gonna bring out every single scripture regarding homosexuality, and we're gonna try that spirit. And guess what? If that brother's a homosexual, that spirit is gonna come out. He's probably gonna have to get physically escorted about the building eventually. You understand? Because that flaming homosexuality will come out. Because you trying that spirit. You understand? A person, like, when you are something that's not of the Lord, it's gonna show to those who are of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why it says try the spirits whether they are of God. You see what I'm saying? So you got to try the spirits. Now, I mean, like I say, I wouldn't like I'll talk to Yadi. I wouldn't stop bringing her to class. I mean, you teach her this Bible, and you'll know. Like, I mean, she's young right now. You understand? But eventually, it'll come. It's gonna like. Sometimes it takes time. You understand? And with that time, eventually you'll see it as she grows. But I would just keep teach her the Bible, teach her the truth, teach her what you're learning, raise her right, and as she get older, you know what I'm saying, or whatever come first. If Christ come back, and you know what I'm saying, when Christ come back, then we'll know the answer for sure. You see what I'm saying? But if not, then teaching she get older, that spirit gonna come out. I'm telling you, when she start getting old enough to do things on her own, you gonna, if she is, and you in the truth, it's gonna be a conflict. So you'll know it. You understand? And at that point, then you'll be well taught in the truth and how to deal with it. Then you'll seek counsel and stuff like that. So don't let that don't wreck your brain right now trying to, you know what I'm saying? You just focus on y'all bringing your kids in the truth. You coming into the truth, doing what you're supposed to do. That's what you focus on. Don't let all the other stuff really get to you. You understand? Don't let none of this stop your walk in this truth. You understand? So you good on that? You had another question? You guys, if you got another question, you're more than welcome to ask.
Can you hear me? Okay. Mm-hmm. What I do about my husband? He fights me. Like when I would just watch on like live. Mm-hmm.
So he's abusive.
Verbally.
Verbally. So he don't physically abuse you.
I mean, we've had some altercations where he pushes me around, right, but not like where he's like punching.
I got you. I mean, that's normal couple stuff. Go ahead, sir. Yes, sir. Salakia.
If I could, so the sister won't worry about these genealogies.
Right.
If you go to Titus,
that's the one I was looking for.
3 and 9.
Let me get that for you, sir.
Okay.
Come on, con, sir. You said Titus.
Titus 3 and 9, sir.
Give me 1 second. 3 and 9.
3 and 9.
Come on, con. I got it. The book of Titus, chapter 3, verse 9. But avoid foolish questions and genealogies.
Read that one more time.
But avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and strivings about the law.
Go ahead.
For they are unprofitable in vain.
So, sis, what that's saying is don't worry about trying to strive about trying to find a genealogy of that little sis, dad, and everything like that. Like the scripture was saying, just test the spirit. Because a lot of us don't even know who our fathers are because we are under the curse.
That's right.
Because of that. So just try that spirit, and over time you will find out. The Lord will bring it out.
Right.
That's all I got, sir.
I'm right. Hey, that's the scripture that I really, you know what I'm saying, both of those, they tie together. So that's like, we follow the Bible, right? We don't go off emotions. We don't go off of, what we feel. We follow exactly what the Bible says, and the Bible gives the perfect counsel. You understand? The Bible has the perfect scriptures, and you get the counsel from the men of the Lord that can break down those scriptures. It's perfectly clear. It says, don't even just avoid the foolish question. That wasn't a foolish question, by the way. That ain't what that's saying. Like, your question was not a foolish question. That was a great question, and a question that you should have asked. But don't strive on genealogies and contentions and strivings about the law. So, you know, like, because I can look at you and tell it is bothering you. Like, it just said, don't strive about it. Just, you know what I'm saying? You keep doing what you're doing. Bring them to class. You come to class. You understand? You get this truth. And like I said, when that time comes, if that is the case, you understand, we all got to deal with certain things that we may not like. We deal with people. We deal with family, loved ones passing away. We deal with, you know, so it will be looked at, you know, if that is the case, if it is, you know, she's not Israelite, then at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the best thing you could do is just teach her how to understand the wronging of, you know what I'm saying, people. And the Lord may have mercy, you know what I'm saying? But that's the way, you know, that's when, let the Lord be the judge of that. You just couldn't get this truth. You be thankful that you are an Israelite and be, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we want the best for our children, but I'm telling you now, you understand, if you are Israelite and you know what I'm saying, you know, your other children or whatever, y'all, that's what you focus on, all of y'all children, all your children, but don't stress on one not being on this one, not, just don't worry about that. You just keep doing what you're doing. Now, about the can you run that back one more time about the your husband?
Yeah, so he's a disbeliever and he's against me even watching you guys live,
I got you.
You know?
Yeah, so now the fit, like the, you know, pushing and shoving, I mean, that's kind of comes with relationship. I mean, it happens, you know, you gonna fight, women gonna hit on their man, y'all gonna fight or argue. Not saying it's okay to hit on each other, but I'm saying small little pushes and shoves, and you know, y'all attitudes and tempers flare. You understand? That's gonna happen. I get beat up on at home too. I don't even, you know, it's no big deal. You understand? There's no sweat. I'm not abused though. No. But the point is this, okay? You in the right place, and before you leave here today, I'm gonna give you a phone number where you can call. You understand, and get counsel. Now, don't go against your husband. Is your husband an Israelite? Okay. Don't go against your husband. Even though he's not in the truth, no matter what, you're still supposed to submit to your husband. You understand? You're not supposed to try to usurp authority over him. But you are in the truth. And if you coming into this truth and you become, you understand, you get your name, you do your thing, guess what? You are going to be Commanding General YAHANNA's daughter. You understand? And you're going to be our sister. And we protect our sisters. You understand? Commanding General YAHANNA protects his daughters. You do understand it, right? So with that being said, nobody's going to hurt you. Like, we're not going to, we don't know. We love our women. We love our sisters. We don't, contrary to what you may have been heard or whatever, like, because some sisters may say, oh, they fight their women and do all that. No, we protect our women. We don't fight out. We don't beat on our women. We protect our sisters. We love our sisters. You understand? So I'm not going to tell you, do not go against your husband. So when you're at home, just try to avoid, don't fight with him. He don't have to believe. If he tell you, I don't turn that stuff off, don't watch it, it's okay. You somehow were able to come today to class. You see what I'm saying? Try to avoid fighting with him and just come to class when you can. Like, you know what I'm saying? You made it out the house today in one piece and you here in class. Do that. And the Lord, I'm telling you right now, you come into the truth, the Lord is going to make sure you are protected. And we're going to make, and you know how he going to make sure? Because he's going to make sure his priests and prophets make sure that their sister is safe. You see what I'm saying? But you got to do your part and make sure that you got to come under this umbrella of protection that the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA offers. You understand? Because if you act outside of this umbrella of protection, we can't help you. You do them like this is the first step. You coming to class today is the first step of you saying, you know what, I want help. I want to be in the truth. I don't want to live this, I don't want to deal with this. And guess what? I got some scriptures for you because he might end up coming into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just by you being, humble and telling you go home, still be submissive to him, and you know what I'm saying? He gonna be like, damn, what you learning in that school, man? You done became a whole new woman. You done woke up cooking me breakfast and stuff. He gonna be like, man, I can't argue with her. She doing everything that I could ever want from a woman. How the hell I'm gonna argue with her? And if he still argue with him, he might be homosexual. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If he still got a problem with that, Salakia, you understand? It might be something down low going on with the brother. If he gonna, who the hell, what man on their right mind gonna argue with a woman that's coming home, making sure the food is cooked, making sure he's pleased, you know what I'm saying? He do, you know, in every way. And you submitting to him, he tell you do something, yes sir. You understand? You don't have to say kind on one kind because he don't understand that. But you can say yes sir. You get it done. Who gonna argue with that? If he still argue with that, something must be wrong with the brother. You understand? And you got to get counsel for that. But I'm gonna give you a number to call. I'm gonna give you the number to the head officer over our school, Officer Yatazak, and you could call and seek counsel anytime. You understand? And we're gonna make sure you all right. You had something wrong?
This is a good precept for that. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 13 and 14.
Right, you going into my lesson now. That's my lesson. No sweat. Good. Excellent though. Excellent. You officer ready. You understand? Most High Christ. You had some okay, yeah, Most High. We're gonna get into that. All right, so now I believe you had a question. Was you done, sis? Salaki. For now, okay, yeah, no sweat. I might not even get to the lesson. If I don't get to the lesson, I'll make sure I pull that scripture. Go ahead, young man.
Salaki, sir. I had a question regarding the law in terms of dealing with, I guess, a woman and her cycle, and I guess some of the arrangements, because just how to deal with during that period, I guess.
Right here. 1 second. Let me see. One second. Give me Leviticus chapter 15. Let me get down to where it says what the sister. Leviticus chapter 15. Okay, I think verse 19. All right, so yeah, we're gonna start with verse 19. So Leviticus chapter 15, verse 19. You can go ahead and read it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 19. And if a woman have an issue.
So let me hold on before you read. So your question is, what is actually the question on the subject of her on her cycle?
So I guess the question would be, during that week, I understand, and she understands, of course, the arrangements of dealing with, class and whatnot, but how do you and this, I guess you could just say how you would deal as well, just right. In terms of your house arrangements, like, like, do I gotta she sit on the couch and I sit on the couch, I gotta spray it with disinfectant?
Okay, I got you. All right, so let me read the scripture first, and then I'm gonna tell you how to deal with it the best you can under this captivity that we living under. Okay, so give me start at verse 19.
One comment. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 19. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood.
So it says, if a woman have an issue. Now, issue could be anything, that's why I had to specify. Issue could be anything, because, women secrete, you understand what I'm saying? So it says, if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood. So this is talking about when a woman has her cycle. You understand? Go ahead.
She shall be put apart 7 days.
So that means now back then, what would happen would be she would just separate from the nation, the congregation, the people. You know what I'm saying? The other Israelites that are clean, she would separate from them for 7 days. Now, meaning she wouldn't come to class, she couldn't come to cookouts. Yeah, she couldn't be a part of that. She would have to separate herself, like Passover. You can't come to Passover unclean like that. You understand? So that means, in reality, you kind of want to separate. So if you had the means to do it, like let me give you an example. Let's say you had enough money, right? Or you had another rib. What you would do is when this rib is on her cycle, just go to the other rib house. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it sounds simple if you have it, you understand? Or if you got the bread or you got somewhere else you could, you know what I'm saying, kind of, hang out for those 7 days, that would be advised if possible. But let's say you ain't got nobody. Let's say you ain't got nowhere you can go, no other brother house, or you understand? So y'all have to live within the same house. Now, to deal with that, you understand, would be, make her, like if she's gonna sit down on the couch that you sit on or whatever, make her wrap up in a sheet. Cover her body up, her flesh, her, skin. Wear gloves. If she want to, fix something to eat or something like that. If she want to make you a plate, make her wear gloves. She can't touch the food physically. You understand? Or you physically, like, you want to separate yourself from that. You understand? She sit on the couch, on the bed. Just make sure she's covered like that. She has her own sheet that she can wrap up in. You understand? And you not interacting with her sheet. You got your own section, you know what I'm saying, of the bed. So that deal with it the best way possible within the means of what you have in this captivity. You understand? So that's pretty much how you deal. That's how I deal with it. That's how any brother that's in the truth would deal with it. If like the best situation would be if you have multiple ribs, just go to the other rib house. Just deal with her. You understand what I'm saying? And then until she's clean again or whatever. Hold on, let me see if the brother. Go ahead.
And so would it be, even if she's done with her cycle, it's from sundown of the date of her cycle to 7 days later, sundown?
Right. So if she started her cycle, let's say she started her cycle today, she would be unclean from today until next Wednesday, sundown. You understand? All right. That's it?
All
right, go ahead, Barbara. Yeah.
So then I thought that she was unclean once she ended her cycle for 7 more days.
Let's get the scripture. So continue read right there if you could. Start from the top.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 19. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days.
She should be put apart just 7 days. So as soon as she start having that issue for 7 days, she should be put apart. Go ahead.
And whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the evening.
So now, if she is on her cycle and you touch her during that day, you'll just be unclean until evening. You don't have to wait a whole 7 days. If you touch her, you'll just be, so that's another thing to keep in mind too. So let's say you don't got nothing to do until, let's say she started her cycle today and, you're around, she don't necessarily have to, cover. It would be the wise to have her cover up. But let's say you don't have to go to class the next day, or you don't have to, we don't have camp or nothing like that. You could be, let's say you could be unclean for a day. It's not going to hurt you to be unclean. But then it's not going to hurt you to touch it. You see what I'm saying? Only if you know, okay, I got to go to class tonight. I cannot be unclean. You don't want to touch her. You don't want to touch her. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that touch her flesh, you shall be unclean until evening. Yeah. You understand? Oh, keep reading though.
Verse 20. And everything that she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean.
That's why it's good to have her wrap up in that sheet. Because that sheet that's wrapped up around her, that's her sheet. That's an unclean sheet that she's wrapped up in. So she's covered from anything else that she sits upon. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Damn.
Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean.
Right. So like if she didn't have a sheet on and she sat on that couch, then that couch will become unclean. You see what I'm saying? So it didn't say if things she touched and then what she touched it something else with what she touched is unclean. No, if she touches it, it's unclean. So if she's covered up, gloves on, anything, the gloves are unclean, but if she touched something with the gloves, then she's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not unclean. Okay. So you gotta, it's practical knowledge, you understand? So it's not if whatever she touched that touches something else. No, it's what she touches. So if she's covered up, gloves on, body, no skin showing, and you know what I'm saying, she's good. Whatever she sit on, she's good. You understand? That whole couch is not unclean if she's wrapped up. Some people, you know what I'm saying? You might want to put, I don't know if you want to put plastic on her side of the couch. However you want to do it, you understand? That's on y'all. Of course, it's always better to just get out the house, you understand, while she's on her cycle. That way she can roam free, do whatever she want to do. She don't feel, because, women, you know what I'm saying, during that time, women get real emotional. You understand? And if you kind of treating her like, you know what I'm saying, y'all in the like she in a hazmat suit, you might have to get her, she ain't gonna, it's not gonna, she might not like that. You understand what I'm saying? And I deal with it all the time, but they'll get over it. But at the same time, you know what I mean? It's just best to just separate from them. They might not like that either, but it's probably better than being around the house telling them, yeah, don't touch that, cover up, this and that, like treating them like they need to be quarantined. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, but keep going though.
And whoso Salaki.
Do me a favor. So now I basically explained the next verse. I basically explained what I just explained in this verse. Go down to verse 25, and this is gonna kind of explain what the sister was speaking upon.
Verse 25. And if
matter of fact, go to verse 24 because I think this is important.
Verse 24. And if any man lie with her at all, and her flowers be upon him.
So then this is important. Now, if you touch her, you'll be unclean until evening. But if you lie with her while she's, on her issue, then you will be unclean for 7 days from that point that you lie with her. If the blood get
I don't understand that.
Read it again.
Verse 24. And if any man lie with her at all.
If any man lie with her at all, mean have sex with her at all. It didn't say it's against the law. The law, the scriptures, where there's no law, there's no sin, right? The scripture didn't say it is against the law to sleep with her while she's on her cycle. It didn't say that. What it says was, read it again.
And if any man lie with her at all, and her flowers be upon him, he shall be unclean 7 days.
You understand? That's what the law says. Right. That's why we in law class. You understand? That's why it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I mean, where did you learn that from?
I'm so confused. I don't even know what to say.
No sweat. I mean, I'm asking where you learned. Did you learn that here?
My mind is completely blown right now. I don't even know what to think.
No sweat, sis. But you know what? This is why we come to class. This is why this is why class is important. Because
so that's not unlawful. So you can lay with a woman on her cycle.
I wouldn't advise it.
No, why you wouldn't advise it? It is no law against it.
There's no law against it, but why would you? I mean, for one.
I mean, yeah, come. I feel you 100%. Why would you want to give your flower up on your cycle? I'm sorry.
Salakia, you understand?
But, okay, well, can I speak up from a woman's standpoint?
Go ahead, sis.
Remember how you said that we're already emotional creatures, but when that time comes, we're even more so. Well, come that time, we even more. It'd be difficult because we be.
I understand.
All kinds of.
I understand.
Come on. So, I can understand why we would want to give it up.
Right.
But I don't understand why a man would want to take it.
Well, some brothers, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But there's no law against it.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. I wouldn't advise it because as a priest and prophet of the Lord, why in the hell would you want to be unclean for 7 days?
Right.
When you gotta do the work of the Lord. That means you gotta go a whole damn week without doing the work of the Lord, first of all. Right. So if anything is gonna push you to be unclean for 7 days, it shouldn't be that. You shouldn't put that before the Lord. You understand?
So then funeral's okay to be unclean?
Funeral, that would be an exception that I would say would be, if you had to go attend a funeral that's important, then attend that funeral.
So why not this? That's
because that's a funeral. You understand? And
because you can't control somebody passing away, but you can control your urges.
Just put it this way: where there's no sin, where there's no law, there's no sin. So it's just not advisable. It's just.
But why not? If there ain't no law against
I just told you why not.
Because you gotta be clean. It's gonna take you away from the work. But there's. Where there is no law, there's no transgression.
I didn't say a man couldn't do it. I just said I wouldn't advise it. I mean, as a priest and prophet of the Lord, given wisdom, I wouldn't do it. Okay. And on top of that, I don't deem that necessarily a clean thing, me personally. You understand? And as much as I would want it, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't want to do it. You know, like,
hygiene is concerned.
Right. A week ain't gonna hurt me. You understand?
Right.
And plus, hey, I got multiple wives, so I don't have to worry about that. You understand what I'm saying? But of course, I do understand how emotions and hormones, rage, and all of that with a woman.
And that's
but
what I was
she just got a week ain't gonna hurt her. If she has a problem waiting a week, she needs counsel. She has a problem. Yeah, she has a problem.
Right.
All right. So now keep going. Let's finish this verse 24.
From the top. Book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 24. Mm-hmm. And if any man lie with her at all, and her flowers be upon him, he shall be unclean 7 days. Mm-hmm. And all the bed whereon he lieth shall be unclean.
So now the same rules that apply to her, if you read between verse 19 all the way to 24, all of those things that, you know what I'm saying, y'all can go read it on your own time. Everything that she has to, that's going to be pertaining to her being unclean, whatever she touches, the same thing would apply with that man now. So he'd be unclean for 7 days. Anything he touch will be unclean. The bed that they lay on, all of that stuff. You understand, right? All right, keep going.
Verse 25. And if a woman have an issue of her blood many days out of the time of her separation.
So now this is the point where the sister was talking about. So now the only time that a woman would be unclean, this is pertaining to the issue of the blood. This is pertaining to her cycle. The only time she would be unclean extending past those 7 days is if her issue keeps running past those 7 days. So now, after those initial 7 days, if she's still bleeding, then until her cycle discontinues, she'll be unclean until that happens. So her separation will, hold on, sis. So her separation will be going, read some more.
Or if it run beyond the time of her separation.
You understand? So if it run beyond the time of that 7 days, go ahead.
All the days of the issue of her uncleanliness shall be as the days of her separation. She shall be unclean.
So all the days that her cycle still comes down, it shall be as unto her separation, meaning it'll extend past that time. So let's say she bleeds for 2 weeks. So she'll be unclean for 2 weeks. Once it stops, then that would be the end of her separation. That evening. Go ahead.
So could you edify on verse
28?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can read down to the, we can go ahead and go to 28. Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 28. But if she be cleansed of her issue, then she shall number to herself 7 days, and after that she shall be clean.
That's what I was talking about.
So, okay, it says, but if she be cleansed of her issue,
right,
then she shall number to herself 7 days, and after that she shall be clean. And on the 8th day, and keep reading though. So this is what they would do then. You understand? So this is what you got to, context is everything.
I'm not worried about verse 29.
But but context, sis, you gotta stay with me. That's what I'm explaining to you. The scriptures say precept upon precept. You gotta be able to, in order to be taught, you have to be able to listen and understand what I'm saying. So now it says, read context, right? Verse 28, read it right quick.
Verse 28, but if she be cleansed of her issue, then she shall number to herself 7 days, and after that she shall be clean.
Go ahead.
Verse 29, and on the 8th day she shall take unto her 2 turtles.
So that's the whole point of her counting 7 days after, because on the 8th day she would take those 2 turtles. You see what I'm saying? So it's a purpose. That was then. We don't have to do that now. You see what I'm saying? But then after her separation, because it clearly tells you she shall be unclean for 7 days. So after that separation, those 7 days, she shall be clean again, but she shall count to herself 7 days after that. And after that, it says, where you're getting confused at is when it says, and after that, she shall be clean, as if she wasn't clean already. I understand, but it's just going into 29. That's why I say precept upon precept. It says, and on the 8th day she shall take unto her 2 turtles and 2 young pigeons and bring them into the priest. So it's like that's what they would have to do then. We're not sacrificing animals or doing any of that now. So we don't have to worry about that. So we good on that?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Any more questions? No more questions. So we good. All right. Most High in Christ. Let me go ahead and get to this lesson then. All right. So from last week, what we were we were talking about the forms of fornication. All right. So basically, what we covered was interracial marriage and homosexuality. And rape. So now we're on adultery. So give me Deuteronomy chapter 22 and 24. So now I'm gonna ask the students, new students in the class, what is adultery? Go ahead. Make sure you raise your hand next time. No, sir, go ahead.
It's when you step outside your marriage.
Is this pertaining to a woman or a man? When you say, so both, right? So you believe adultery is when a man steps outside of his marriage and a woman steps outside of her marriage. It's called, with quote unquote, cheating, right? All right. So now you want to answer that? Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. If a man or a woman who is married lie with another married man or woman.
Take your time.
So if a man or woman lie with another married man or woman.
Okay. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
If a woman lies with another man who is not her husband, and if a brother lies with another woman who belongs to another man.
That's it. So adultery, contrary to what we believe here in America, because America teaches you that adultery, or what's the other word they use? Pertaining to the white man's marriage. It's a word that they use. Infidelity.
Fornication.
Infidelity. Oh. Right? So now they say that infidelity is if a couple is married. Anybody that sleeps with, like outside of that, is committing adultery. That's not what the Bible says. Let me ask you this: Do you know what marriage is? It is, but is it a piece of paper and a ring? What is it? But what's the physical act of marriage? That is, come together is the perfect analogy. But what does come together mean? I'm asking. I want her to. If she asks, she gonna learn genuinely. Give me Exodus 21 and 10. That's say it. It's no sweat. That's what it is. That's marriage, right? Not a ring or anything. So, okay, we know sex is marriage, right? So now, adultery, like the sister eloquently, answered, is when a man sleeps with another man's woman. You understand? And when a woman sleeps with any man that is not her husband. It's not when a man he's married to one woman and he go sleep with another woman. That's not adultery. And we're going to get it. Get Deuteronomy, just get Deuteronomy 22 and 20, 22 and 22, right? We don't have to worry about the Exodus right now.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband.
So it says if a man be found lying with a woman, meaning laying down with her, having sex with her,
then they shall both of them die.
They shall, read it again.
If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then they shall both of them die.
Now, why does it say they both should die? Read it again.
If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband.
So this is a man that's laying with a woman that's already married. They're laying together. So she's laying with him and she's married, and he laying with her and she's married. You get the point. Then what?
Then they shall both of them die.
Both of them shall die. Keep going.
both the man that lay with the woman and the woman, so shalt thou put away evil from Israel.
Why do they have to die? Right. So they committed adultery. It didn't say a man that lied with any woman. It say the man that lied with the woman that's married. Right. She's a married woman. Why would you want to sleep with this brother's woman? You understand? I don't care what. It don't matter if it don't matter what nationality he is. A man shall not lie with another man's woman. Right. Period. You understand? And a woman shall not lie with any man other than her husband. Right. Period. That is a sin, and they both shall die because that evil have to be cut off from Israel. Right. You understand? That's abomination against the Lord. A woman cheating on her husband. Now, you got the marital issues. It's okay. It happens. You understand? Seek counsel. Seek counsel. You lie with that man, that's your husband. That man, you lie with that woman, that's your wife. Y'all work it out. You understand? By no means shall any man, and I'm going to go a step further. A man that sleep with another man, woman, he's a homosexual. I'm going to go a step further. You probably like, what happened now? How the hell he's a homosexual? He's sleeping with a woman. He's sleeping with another man's woman. How is that homosexual? Y'all want to know how that's homosexual? Anybody? Y'all know I can tell you. Y'all want to know? The reason why is because how you going to go behind another man that's been in this? You understand? It's like you have some infatuation with this man's. Right. You understand? Like that this man, like I'm telling you right now, I know what you know what I'm saying? Listen, you don't want to go behind another man and his wife. All types of things go on. You understand? You trying to go behind him, that is homosexual. Right. You running the train on a female, that's homosexual. Right. You shouldn't even be in a room with another man with his rod out. Right. You understand? That's homosexual, man. You understand? Ain't no way around it. So that's how that's homosexual, man. That man that did all types of stuff. He didn't put babies in that woman. And right. You want to go behind him. You understand? That's homosexual. You understand? You can go be with go get you a sister that's not married. You understand? Right. Yeah. We women, I think our sisters outnumber Black, Hispanic, and Native American women outnumber Black, Hispanic, Native American men at least 4-1, right? 10-1. 10-1. I believe that's all women. I think of all nationalities. I think it's 11-1 actually with all nationalities. But I think when it's pertaining to Black, Hispanic, and Native American, I know it's at least 4-1, but 7. It could be 7. Could be 7 is more reasonable. So now, but that's still, 7-1. And Isaiah, give me Isaiah 4-1. You understand? So statistics back up what the scriptures say. You understand? Like it's more women born, and I'm a living testimony. More women are born because I got 3 girls. I don't have no son, and I need a son. So you know what I'm saying. So if you out there, you know what I'm saying, give YAHANNA some. You know what I'm saying? Give YAHANNA some. I need me a son. So like here, go ahead and get that Isaiah for me.
Come. The book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. 7
women shall do what?
Take hold of one man.
So the scriptures back up the statistics. 7 women shall take hold of one man. That's how they're born at a rate of 7-1, I believe, from what the sister is saying. I'm gonna have to do some research because this is serious. You understand? You gotta get the numbers right. The scripture said and the statistics said, so we gotta go out and find our 7 women. You understand? But they need some too. They need some kids too. You understand? And it's a righteous thing. No woman should want to stop. No woman should want to come in between another woman's ability or opportunity to have kids and to you know what I'm saying, and have that righteous man. No woman should want to be jealous of that. You understand? So that's a big deal. You understand? So now, Most High in Christ. All right. So now go back to Deuteronomy right quick. We have verse 23.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 23. If a damsel that is a virgin betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her.
So now, if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, why is it saying if she's a virgin and she be betrothed to a husband? Because once you with a husband, that means if sex is marriage, then that means she got a husband. That means she has sex with that man. So why does it say if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed, meaning she's already had sex. Why is it calling her a virgin? Let me see if the sister can answer. You have no idea? Go ahead.
Can you pose the question again?
Okay. The scripture, verse 23 says, if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, meaning she has a husband, she's married, she has sex with this man, but she's still a virgin. Why is that? Go ahead.
Because she was of marriageable age.
Say that again. What's the difference?
Because she was of marriageable age.
Correct. A virgin, the definition of virgin in the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary, we get a brother to look it up right now. They fine. It's all good, sis. They good. Go ahead.
Virgin from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
They all right, sis. The kids can do what they want. It's fine. It's all good. They ain't disrupting nothing. Go ahead.
Version from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
A
young unmarried woman.
A young unmarried woman.
Come on. A young woman. This is the second definition. A young woman of marriageable age.
A young woman of what?
Marriageable age.
You understand? That means a young woman, meaning she's in the prime age to, have sex and reproduce and stuff like that. Meaning, you want to say, I want to give an age, somewhere, let's say maybe 18 to what? Maybe 24, 25. You understand what I'm saying? Obviously, it could be younger than that, but we're not going to do that because, you got some fake Israelites out here that believe in some abominable things. Right. And I have daughters, and I'll be damned. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't teach that here. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? My daughter's not right for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what the hell you talking about. So I'm gonna say 18 because your legal age is 18. So between 18 and, you know what I'm saying? Of course, back in the day, women would, and they wouldn't even, let's understand something too. Because that whole doctrine about, taking another man's daughter and stuff at a younger age, 14, because some fake Israelites believe in this. That ain't even, back then they wouldn't even get in there. They wouldn't even of that age yet to even be able to reproduce at that young age. Right. There's a lot of stuff in the food and everything nowadays to where that's why they starting to get that. Yeah, nowadays they getting it faster, but back then, it wouldn't probably be to about 17. You understand? 17, 18, like these women start, eggs will start developing and stuff like that. It wouldn't be until like 17 they start having these cycles. So all of that is don't listen to that crap. That's some bull crap. We don't believe in that. Nah. We don't. Hell no. You understand? I'll be down. You're gonna die messing with mine. You understand? I'm just straight up. So a young woman of marital age, that's all a virgin. Now you could be a woman that's never had sex. She's also considered a virgin. But the second definition for virgin is just a young woman of marital age, meaning she's able to get pregnant and have kids, get married, have sex and have kids and stuff like that. And that's usually around 18 or some like me, my daughter might not get married to like 24. I don't know. You understand? I don't know. You never know. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever that father decides on whatever age he wants his daughter to. You understand? So now keep reading.
Verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
Then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city.
Now keep in mind, she knew she was married, right? He didn't rape her because it would have said she would have cried out. You understand? That's how we know he didn't rape her. She wanted that. You understand what I'm saying? She was married. He knew she was married. She knew she was married. They both committed a sin against the Lord. So guess what? Now comes the punishment. Go ahead.
And ye shall stone them with stones.
So they both got to be brought out the gate of the city. You understand what I'm saying? And they're gonna be stoned with stones. So so what is the punishment for adultery? What's the punishment for adultery? Death. You understand? Adultery is punishable by death. Do not go sleeping with another man's wife. You could die. You should die. Right. You deserve to die. Both of y'all. Right. It is what it is. You deserve to die. And some brothers don't play about their property like me. You understand? Don't put yourself in those predicaments. It's just better not to do that. So we understand adultery, right? What adultery is. All right, now we got some more on that though. Give me Matthew 5:28. Yeshaya, give me Leviticus 20 and 10. So I think I want Leviticus. I think I want Leviticus 20 and 10 first. Let me see what the Matthew. One second. Salaki, y'all bear with me. All right. 5 and 28. Okay. All right. So now, yeah, let me get give me Matthew 5 and 28 first.
Book of Matthew.
Because this gonna kill the whole thing about, you understand, like, because a lot of people don't even understand, even when you're looking at a woman. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 28. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
Now let me ask you this, because a lot of women, this is a good precept for women, because women hate for another man to be looking at a woman while they with them or whatever. Now, why is it saying? Read it again.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 28. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
So now, why is it saying he committed adultery with her in his heart if he lusted, looking at a woman to lust after her? Go ahead.
Because the heart is the mind.
Well, yeah, but no, I'm just saying, like, why would it be adultery though? If he's just looking at her, go ahead.
Perhaps, well, maybe because he doesn't know if she's taken or not.
If it is adultery, that's a good answer. But if it is adultery, if the Bible says if he looking at her with lust, that means he already knows she's taken. So that means, that doesn't mean, so ladies, don't get upset if your man looking at something nice. If she just walking down the street, you can't help it. I mean, if it's looking good, he gonna look. I mean, I'm gonna look. You understand? If it look good, I'm gonna look, and I might lust. But guess what? If I see that woman walking with a man, am I gonna look at that woman? Am I gonna lust? Well, because it's natural to look. You can look at something. You could be driving and you just see something. But am I gonna lust after this woman? If I see her clearly walking with a man, he got his arm around her, he grabbing on her butt, whatever. You understand? If I clearly know, come on now, like that 9 out of 10 times that's her dude. Am I gonna lust after this woman? Nah, that's when it becomes adultery. When you lusting after a woman, you looking at her with lust in your heart, and you clearly see that she with a man. So you're gonna be looking at another woman like, damn, man, I know she with old dude, but woo, man, she got a big old, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. There's plenty more women to look at that's walking by herself, by themselves, or with they, Go ahead, sis.
When we say lust, what does that mean?
Read the scripture. Read the scripture again. Because it's clear as day what it's talking about when it's saying lust, and it breaks it down so eloquently if you read it. Read it again.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 28. Mm-hmm. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
So now, what is marriage? What is marriage? Sex is marriage, right? What is adultery?
So in his mind, he's thinking that he want to lay with her. Oh.
That's what it's talking about. In his mind, he done already pretty much undressed her and did all types of things, you understand what I'm saying, in his mind. But just even looking at her like, man, that butt big, and just any lust in that form, you are causing wicked thoughts to come upon your mind. That and if she's a married woman, then you committed adultery in your heart. You understand? So that's what that's talking about. Now, give me Leviticus. You had something you wanted to add on that?
Oh, certain thing, you think, nowadays you thinking a certain way, your body gonna react to it naturally.
Of course, not just nowadays. Since the beginning, the man discovered what he had. You understand? Right. Since the beginning of time. Yes, sir. You want to add on to that? Sir.
Good. Yes, sir. I remember General Muhammad had broke this down a while back when I first got into the truth. He was saying basically, let's say if a man is walking with his wife, and you see them two walking, and you just like, man, she looking good. I'm gonna wait till that brother dip off. I'm gonna get that. You know, that is the type of what that scripture was talking about.
Right.
Broke it down to that eloquently.
Right. And yeah, because look, that's the act. That right? Like when you thinking of it, when you thinking, you see this man with this woman, right? And she looking good. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I would advise any brother, man, come on, all that, oh yeah, I want my wife to be looked at. Brother, you know what I'm saying? You first of all, you don't value your wife. You know what I'm saying? You don't have respect for yourself or your wife. Letting her come out like that. Because it's natural for a man to see something that's appealing to the eyes. And look, now a brother like me may look and be like, damn, she want with dude, man, he tripping. You know what I'm saying? Initially I may see it and be like, damn. Then I'm like, man, why you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, hold on, man, dude, wilding. I'm gonna cut at that point, I'm cutting off the lust. I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? I may initially when you see it, you be like, hey, what the, ooh. But then you see the dude walking, when you like, hold on, man. Nah, man, dude, why you out here? You know what I'm saying? Dude need to make her cover that up. You need to cover your behind up. You understand what I'm saying? And it's no different from like, you know, okay, I'll give you another example. We was out there at camp this past weekend, and there was a whole bunch of gay, you know, homosexual sisters and stuff. They were walking with each other. Now, yeah, it looked good. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. But guess what we was telling them? What you think we was telling them? It looked good. I mean, I'm not gonna say I wasn't looking as a man, but what were we telling them though? Cover your damn behind up. You need to put them damn breasts away. Right. Put some over your behind. You understand? And you know, you don't value yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? As good as it may look, I wasn't lusting after it because I knew that they were whores. Right. You understand? I knew that you out here being a whore. You understand? It may look good, and I may acknowledge, yeah, I see you looking good, but you need to cover your behind. So there's a difference. You understand what I'm saying? Like he said, if you look at it, if I'm initially looking, be like, dang, and then I understand that she with a man, I'm not gonna lust after her and be like, yeah, man, you know, forget dude. I'm gonna try to slide up in there when he, you know, dip off or woo woo. Like, nah, that's just not cool. You understand? Give me Leviticus 20 and 10.
I'm gonna come in the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife.
That's how we know that it ain't a sin for a man to have sex with multiple women. It ain't a sin for a man to have multiple wives. It's a sin when a man do what?
Commit adultery with another man's wife.
With another man's wife, not another woman. And I know it's a tough pill to swallow for sisters, especially new to the truth. You be like, what? So my man can have multiple women? Yes, he can. Do he have to? No, he don't. He might not want it. You understand what I'm saying? But it is his God-given right. So at any point in time, don't never get with a man thinking like, yeah, I got a man that only want one woman. Because eventually, 10 years later, at the time, he don't want one. He don't want another woman. But 10 years later, he might say, you know what? I would like to exercise my rights. You understand, Your Honor? And he might decide to go and get him another wife. And guess what? You thought you had what you gonna do? You gonna leave him? No. Yeah, you thought you was gonna be done. No, you can't go nowhere. You can't leave. You understand? So guess what? If you know you can't leave, then you stuck with that. So never marry a man with the intent to say, yeah, he only want me and only me. Don't do that. You understand? Right. Just marry that man because, you know what I'm saying, you love it. Y'all got a connection. You love that brother, and that's what it is. You understand? You want to be a good wife to him. Don't focus on his relationship with his other, what is he doing? You know, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you think you got you a man that's only with you, you sadly mistaken. Right. Every brother, I can't speak for these other, you know, nations, but Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, he got something on the side. Right. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's a tough pill to swallow. No, we don't admit that, of course. Now I'm in the truth. Of course, I ain't gotta hide it. I got 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3, you never know. But the point is, you know what I'm saying? It's righteous though. You understand? You don't have to hide it when you come into the truth. They all know about each other, and it's a beautiful thing. And they don't have to get along because it's biblical for them not to. Like, yeah, it's biblical. It's not every sister was cool with another man, you know, the other brother's wives. It don't always have to be they get along. Y'all, hold on. Shema. It don't have to be, okay, how can I put it? If they get along, Most High in Christ. That's amazing. But if they don't get along, that's something that's okay. It's biblical. Don't force yourself to get along with some, you know, the other rib. You don't have to deal with them. You don't even have to worry about it. You understand what I'm saying? You just focus on being a great wife to your husband. Don't worry about what she doing. and love. You do what you're doing, and guess what? All that competition stuff, that's bullcrap. You understand? Ain't no competition, because guess what? Just like the Most High have favorites, he got a favorite people, he got a favorite plant. You understand what I'm saying? He got a favorite, he got favorites. So just like the Most High favorites, you don't think your husband gonna have favorites? Parents have favorite children. Yep. It's just what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So don't be mad if you're not the favorite wife. Guess what? You could possibly become the favorite wife. You know, how do you become the favorite wife? By being the woman that he cannot deny. Being that submissive woman that doing everything that she's supposed to do. And guess what? If y'all all doing it, then guess what? That brother gonna probably be forced to just, you know what I'm saying, do whatever you gotta do with all of y'all. But I'm gonna tell you this, as a man of multiple wives, the one that does what she's supposed to do consistently, that's gonna be my favorite, period. So this week it may be one, this other week it may be another. It don't, you know, that's just with me. Other brothers may be different. You doing what you're supposed to do to that utmost, it ain't a competition, but I can see the consistency. I'm gonna know what's real, and I'm gonna know if it's genuine or not. Because some sisters may do it just because the other one do something. Like, I'm gonna one up you. I'm gonna know if it's genuine or not. Oh, I know my wives. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, yeah, that's how you deal with that. Go ahead.
So then you said that it's righteous if you have more than one wife. So then if he only wants or has one wife, is he unrighteous?
Like, what I said was it's a righteous thing for the sisters to, you know,
get along?
Yeah, if they want to. I believe that's a righteous thing.
Is it unrighteous if
they're
jealous toward each other?
That is, like, yeah, if you're jealous, yes, that is, it's a scripture on it. Give me, it's in Ecclesiastes, because I think 25 and, where is it at? Azamata, you know where that's at? Woman, you shouldn't be jealous of another woman. I think it's Ecclesiastes 25 and.
Oh, just another of a righteous woman.
It's give me 1 second, I'm gonna find it. I know it's either in chapter 25 or chapter 26, but let me see if I can find it real quick.
Ecclesiastes 26 and 6.
26 and 6. My nigga. This is it right here. Read that for me.
Out of the Apocrypha, book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 6. Mm-hmm. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
So it says, but a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous. So now, it's not necessarily saying that it's unrighteous, but what man is going to want to deal with this woman that's like, in this man's eyes, if this man is a righteous man of the Lord, right? And you sitting up here complaining to him about his other wives, he's not going to want to be around you. You're going to, now you're going to be even more mad, because guess what? He's not going to want to be, so now he ain't going to spend no time with you. So now since you complaining about this other wife, guess who he going to be spending his time with? He going to be spending his time with that other wife, because every time he around you, all he hear about, she ain't this, she ain't better than me. Why you always spending time with her? He ain't going to want to be around you. So now all that jealousy, all that, you being upset and stuff like that, you upset because you want him to spend more time with you. Now you just lost that privilege, because now he ain't going to want to spend no time with you. Now you're going to be sitting at home alone. The bed going to be cold. You understand? You're going to get that little tingling feeling, and can't nobody fulfill it, because you're not going to, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to go commit adultery if you're in the truth. So you're going to be sitting there. Now you're mad at yourself, because you're going to be like, nah, I shouldn't have said nothing. You understand? Now you're going to be giving him a call. I'm sorry. You understand? Can you come on, please? So yeah, it's best to just not be jealous over another woman, because it's not going to help you. Now, like I said, I'm not going to say, the scripture doesn't say a woman is unrighteous if she's jealous. It says, read it again.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 6. But a grief of heart.
I mean, she's going to always be, it's just a negative energy. You're going to always be just making this man being depressed, down, sad, mad, angry, grief of heart. Like, and guess what? It's going to rub off on him. He ain't going to want to be around that. If he trying to be positive, he just came home from camp. He like, man, we had a glorious day at camp. And you sit up here talking about, yeah, I bet you're going to go over there with her. You're going to go see her. He going to be like, man, what is you talking about? Really? Like he ain't gonna want to be around that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's best to just and if you're feeling some type of way, there's a way that you could present it to your husband without causing discord between you and your husband. You come to him, understand that he's your head, right? You supposed to go to him first for counsel. I don't care if you mad at him. If you seeking counsel because you mad at him, seek counsel from him. The best way to get over your issue with him is to talk to him. Not go talk to somebody else, not talk to another man. Talk to him. Even if you're mad at him, even if you say you hate his guts, talk to him. Seek counsel with him. And if he's a righteous man, y'all gonna come to you may not necessarily like it, but you're gonna respect the decision because he's gonna bring scriptures, he's gonna show you exactly how to deal with it according to the Bible and not according to your feelings. You understand? So now, where we was at? We was in Leviticus 20:10. Oh yeah, go ahead. So we read that, right? Read it again.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
So when it says another man's wife, meaning any man, and then it gets specific, saying even his neighbor. So this is how you know it don't matter what nationality this brother is, because the first one says, if you read it again, we're gonna clarify.
And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife.
A man that committed adultery with another man's wife, no matter what his nationality is, go ahead.
Even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife.
Now, even he that committed adultery with his brother's wife, meaning Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you understand what I'm saying? So with another man's wife, meaning it don't matter what nationality he could be white man, he could be, so don't be like, oh yeah, he a white man, he don't deserve his sister. And you want to go sleep with this man. No, you're still committing adultery. And then it goes on to specify even with your neighbor's wife, meaning the brother, Black, Hispanic, and Native American brother, you sleep with him, go ahead.
The adulterer and the adulteress,
both of y'all,
shall surely be put to death.
No, it's possible that y'all could die.
Shall surely be put to death.
You shall surely be put to death. So it would not be unlawful for that husband to kill you. You understand? There's a difference between murder and kill. You understand? It's a difference. Murder, whatever. It would not be unlawful for him, because guess what? You are his possession, man. That man, you got to understand the shock value and the type of PTSD, especially if you know the brother. Like, do you know what type of thought that's gonna be going? Like, this is you, dude. I know you. You my brother. You sleeping with my woman. You understand? Hey man. Hey, at that point, the Bible say he shall surely. They both shall surely die. Go ahead.
Like you, sir, by me. Is it lawful for him to execute that judgment without bringing it to?
I mean, it would be again. This would be a situation where a brother should use, you understand, discernment and be wise. Now, I wouldn't say you kill him. I'm not gonna say that. But okay, let me give you a scenario. If I walk in my house and another man is in my house, in my bed, naked with my woman,
dying.
I mean, you understand what I'm saying? In the heat of the moment, I can't say how I would react. I could just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and even by law, if I'm not, because first of all, he trespassing. You know what I'm saying? And this is, if I'm not mistaken, I gotta figure out I don't want to speak 100% on it as far as man's law. I think I would be covered in that instance as well, because you're in my home and my property. You understand? Right. So I believe under those circumstances, you know what I'm saying, I would have to look it up. I don't know 100%. I'll try to find a case. You know what I'm saying? There's always, you can always look up certain cases like the state versus such and such or this and that. Well, the situation happened, and if that brother got, exonerated or no charges were filed, then you would use that in your case, like, so to defend yourself. Say like, this happened, Peterson versus such and such. Well, he killed them and they was in his home. Well, then that's gonna be my defense too, because the Supreme Judge ruled that he wasn't in the wrong. So guess what? I'm gonna use that as my defense. According to the Bible, they both should die. That's what the Bible says. Now, like I said, I would use discernment. I mean, in that heat of the moment, I think, honestly, I can't say, but I think me being who I am now, I think I would, I don't think I would necessarily, do that. I don't know though. You know what I'm saying? I would need some strong counsel. Like it would, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like I would probably have to talk to Austin. Yeah, I need counsel now thinking about it. Like just the fact that I don't know what I would do, I'm probably gonna call for counsel on that. You understand what I'm saying? And get counsel on what should I do if that situation arises. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a very thin line and it's a very serious subject. And you know what I'm saying? This is your prized possession. This is like a woman gotta understand something. You are not just his wife. You are his possession. You are his like it's no different from if I see a man, you know what I'm saying, messing with my children. He died. It ain't no if, ands, buts about it. I don't give a damn what the situation is. You're gonna die. Like that's a fact. And I know I don't gotta see counsel on that. So it could because that's my possession, it's my child. This is my, you see what I'm saying? If a man come in my house, if I see a man, you ain't gotta be my children. You fumbling through my stuff. You stealing my stuff. You're gonna die. You coming through my house. You breaking my house while I'm in my house. You're gonna die. So it's you know what I'm saying? So just with that subject about the adultery situation, I would advise everybody to seek counsel on that. You understand what I'm saying? Just don't do it. Just don't do it. You understand what I'm saying? Period. Don't do it. Seek counsel. Fix your marriage. You understand? If a brother leave, if a brother decide to leave, a sister that's married, no sweat. You understand? If a sister decide to leave, no sweat. Don't chase them. It is what it is. You understand? All right. Now with that, let's see. Move on to the next one. Give me a second. That was Leviticus 20 and 10, right? All right. So now give me Ecclesiasticus 9 and 9, and somebody give me Proverbs 6 and 32.
Out of the Apocrypha, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Now, this is why this come down to the fact that you shouldn't even put yourself in a position like this because you don't know what could happen. Especially, let's say if it is you, it may be a brother that's not in the truth, that may not have no mercy, that may not have that sense of counsel in the sense of, you know what I'm saying, in the moment, he not finna think rational. He don't have nobody to call for counsel. This man gonna kill you if you're sleeping with another man's woman. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you should not even sit with another man's woman at all. Like you shouldn't even be trying to give her a shoulder to cry on, if you will. You understand? She don't need no damn shoulder to cry on. Right. She can cry on her husband's shoulder whenever she get out her feelings. You understand what I'm saying? Like she'll be okay. It ain't the end of the world. Women have feelings. Women have emotions. Men know that. So whenever she mad, don't sit here and be a yes man to her. Don't sit up here and pamper her. You know what I'm saying? Because she mad at her husband. Don't be going to keep reading.
Come on. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Sit not at all. Don't even, you understand? Now, if you're in a setting where all of y'all together, you know what I'm saying? Like we having a double date or something, or we going all out as a couples and stuff like that, that's different. Because guess what? The husband now and the husband approve. We all approving of everybody talking and congregating or whatever. I hate to use that word, but yeah, it ain't no problem. If I want to, if we all go shoot pool, we all sitting there chilling. So like it ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? But if I decide to, if I decide to go to the restroom, I better not come back and them two sitting at the bar with each other, and he's sitting there, you know, it's like got his arm around the stool, and he like, yeah, get her a double shit. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? You sit not at all well. Now, if y'all all at the table, you know, if I go to the restroom and you with my rib and your rib, y'all still sitting at the table talking, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's no problem. But you shouldn't be sitting alone. You shouldn't be alone with her anywhere at all without her husband's permission, period. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, okay, I'll give you another instance. Let's say the sister need a ride home. Well, guess what? The brother got to give that permission for his wife to, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn who you are as a brother. I don't care your rank. I don't care none of that. You understand what I'm saying? You call that brother first. If that sister say, oh, it's okay, you can give me a ride, guess what you should do? You should get on the phone and call that brother. Hey, Salakia, sir, or Salakia, young man, or hey, I see a rib out here, you know what I'm saying? The buses ain't running. And she said that she would like to get a ride, and she said it was cool, but I'm gonna check with you because that's your rib. I don't want to give her no ride, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, nah, man, you know, me and her got into it, let her but walk. Come on concert, you understand what I'm saying? You better not give her no ride. Let her walk or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know the circumstances. I'm not saying that that's gonna happen, but I'm just giving you a scenario. He might say, no, I don't want you to give her a ride. She'll be all right. She'll call her cousin to come pick her up. You understand what I'm saying? And you respect that man's wishes. Do not give her no ride. Guess what? He might say, hey, brother, if you could, if it wouldn't be a hassle, brother, if you could just go ahead and bring her home, I surely would appreciate it. You understand what I'm saying? Be a brother. This the whole spirit behind the scriptures. It's brotherhood, man. Be a brother to your brother, man. Don't come on now. You understand? Don't have that evil, malicious intent in your heart, man. Like, come on now, we brothers, man. If I can't trust you, you know what I'm saying, with my wife, how the hell I'm gonna protect you, man? We at camp holding, you know, posts with each other. You watching my back. I can't even trust you with my rib, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Come on now, be a brother, man. I would never sit here and do that to another brother. I'm the type, but I always inbox a brother, hey brother, you know, sister sent me a friend. I remember you said something about don't accept a friend's request or whatever. She sent me another one. What should I do? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if the brother is lower ranked than you. Your rank don't supersede this man's, you understand, wishes with his rib. Don't be like that. Be a brother to you. I don't care what the situation is. No man is above, you know, telling me, oh yeah, making decisions with my rib. Contact me, man. Be a brother. You understand? And that's how that's how we're gonna grow this nation. That's how we're gonna protect each other. That's how we build up this is what Christ died for. Christ didn't die for us to be unbrotherly to each other. He was the epitome of a good brother. So why in the hell would we not be brothers to each other? You understand? Get them word, like if you feeling like that or having any type of, you know, thoughts in your head, like you doing any type of wickedness or doing that, get counsel, man. Get that's a demon on you. Get that demon up off you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying a brother may not end up, you know, succumb to the wickedness of this world and start thinking wickedly and, you know, get that wickedness off you. I don't know who need to hear this. I don't even know if anybody need to hear it, but if you do need to hear it, get that damn demon up off you. Call and get counsel. Don't be unbrotherly to your brother, because I'm telling you, you could die. You should if you sit up here trying to mess with this man woman. I'm just gonna keep it like that. But it said sit not at all with her. Go ahead.
Come. So like you nor sit down with her in thine arms.
You don't supposed to give her a shoulder to crown. He sit up here and told me this, and he said that, you know, he get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? You like, I understand, man. Come on, you know, hey man, it's okay, baby. Don't be tripping on what he talking about. Don't worry about that. That's not that. What the hell is that, man? You out of line. You understand? You up here and guess what? It's only because she in the moment. She really don't like you. She just really just in her feelings, and you really a temporary like fix for her emotions. She don't like you because if something happened between you gone, if something happened between you and her, guess what? Hey, Salaki, sir, if I could you text me any type of information to like if it's an app or anything I need? Could you like to lock anything up? Okay, come on, sir. Salaki. So you know, listen, you know what? The point is this, man. Don't be like that. Listen, don't sit with her trying to be a shoulder for the crown. She ain't worried. Like she just in her feelings at the moment. She gonna go back to that man. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Don't worry about nothing. Come. She ain't worried about you. You understand? 9 out of 10 times she gonna go back to that man. They just having problems at the moment. You understand? And she might even be a whore and trying to use you to get her a drink or two. You understand? She really don't care nothing about you. She might be trying to use you for your money or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Don't lay with her. Don't be a shoulder for the crown. Keep going.
Come, and spend not thy money with her at the wine.
Don't be going to the bar trying to buy her a drink. Don't catch her at the club talking about, you know, can I buy you a drink? Now we go to there's nothing wrong with going to the club. You want to go to the club with your brothers or something like that, or if your husband allow you to go to the club with your sister, it's cool. But you're married. Don't forget you're a married woman. So guess what? If a brother, don't go up to the sister. The first thing that come up to your mind when you see a sister that looking good, hey, somebody says you married. Or you don't even have to say because she might not understand Hebrew. Hey, excuse me, sis, how you doing? You looking nice tonight. Are you married? Would you happen to, or you, you got a dude or you messing with, well, I ain't trying to be in your business, but I just, I see you, I like you. I'm trying to see what's going on with you. You understand? First, ask that woman if she dealing with another man. If she say, no, I'm single, then you got the green light. Hey, you want a drink? You know what I'm saying? You let me buy you a drink. You know what I'm saying? You turn into T-Pain. You T-Pain there. You know what I'm saying? But she tell you, yeah, I got a boyfriend, but it's okay. You can, we can talk. I can have friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't care how good she look. Don't do it. You understand? It's in the club. Is so many other women in there that you can. You know what I'm saying? If you that type of brother, you may not be that type of brother, but then just find your corner to just chill and just post up. You understand? But if you that brother that can, you know what I'm saying, get you, you know how to, finesse and entice, do your thing. Don't mess with that one. Leave her alone. Don't buy her a drink. Don't do none of that. Let her spend her own money. She with her girlfriends anyway. They can have fun on that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what this scripture is saying. Don't buy her drink. Don't let her be like, well, yeah, we having problems right now though. Oh, well, your problems ain't my problem. That's y'all problems. I don't want nothing to do with that. You understand what I'm saying? Keep it moving. No disrespect. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, it's all about being. You don't even know that brother, but be a brother to that brother. You don't have to know that brother. You understand what I'm saying? When I first came into this truth, I didn't know none of these brothers. I didn't know it's brothers. We got brothers all over. You know what I'm saying? I thank the Lord that, you know what I'm saying, been to the Passover, that I've been able to meet these brothers. You understand? But at first, I didn't know them. But guess what? I still had that same morals and values. I would not mess with none of them brothers' wives. You wouldn't catch me in none of them brothers' wives' inbox. None of that. And I didn't even know them. So the same rules should apply, even if they're not in the truth. Be a brother to them brothers. You understand? That's the whole point of these scriptures and the laws is brotherhood. Y'all get the point, right? Go ahead. You have something?
Sir, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
So, when it comes to like sisterhood, say I'm with my rib and then another sister approaches me while I'm with my rib. Mm-hmm. Does my rib have, I'm not gonna say the authority, but if it's like, is it disrespectful for a sister to approach a married man while she present?
If you asking for my opinion, I don't know if my opinion should be the right opinion to ask. You understand? Because if you asking for my opinion, hell no, that ain't disrespectful. A single sister can get at me anytime. You understand? I don't give a damn what the situation is. You single. I mean, not any single sister, but you know what I mean. If she reproaches and I like what I see, then I'm going, you know what I'm saying? We're going to exchange numbers. We're going to do what we do. I don't care if I'm with, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? My wife, this is YAHANNA. I can't speak for every brother. My wives know that I have multiple wives and I want multiple. I think I want a couple more. You understand what I'm saying? And it's on TV, at least 2 more. You know what I'm saying? At least 2 more. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have some sons. You understand? Give Officer YAHANNA a son. You understand? So now that, especially on class, I'm publicly saying it, hey, you think if I'm in a situation where a sister walking to me like, hey, no disrespect, but you handsome, I was, you know what I'm saying, woo woo. I think I'm not gonna, I probably wouldn't indulge in a deep conversation with my wife right there. You understand? I may excuse myself with the sister and pull her to the side or something, or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? But initially, her walking up to me, if you're asking me, it ain't disrespectful to me. Now, my real may not like it, but she'll get over it. I mean, she in the truth, she understand that, 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. This is prophecy. It's biblical. You understand what I'm saying? How rude of you to try to stop what's biblical, the prophecies of the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that is just, no, we don't want to stop the you understand what I'm saying? And they watching class right now. So I know they understand. They get the point. Don't stop what has to be set in motion. You understand? It is destined if it happens. You understand? But I mean, the odds of that happening, women are really, I don't know, depending on maybe where you are in the U.S. I know some women are more aggressive, than others. But in Houston, I don't really know. I don't think sisters are that like aggressive. They really want to be chased. You understand? Most of them. It may be some out there. I haven't ran into none yet. Hey, if you out there, you understand? You watching class, you catch me anytime. You understand? So like it. Go ahead.
This just an incident. This happened when I guess before I was in the truth. But I was with my rib and we were exiting like the club, and another sister just walked up and like licked my face, like right there. Right, it was, you know, it was a whole bunch going on, but you know, so I looked at my rib and it was, you know, it was a side situation at the time, but you know.
Hold on, the sister was a side situation?
No, right. It was like, you know, in Chicago, you gotta get out type situation.
Okay, so did you know the sister?
No, I didn't have no knowledge.
So she just came up to you and just licked your face? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, you can't do that. I don't know where the hell your tongue been. You could be a whore. I don't know none of that. I'm gonna be honest. That's disrespectful. Don't lick me in my face. I don't even like to be licked in the face. Period. You know, my rib don't even lick me. Don't lick me. I don't know where the hell your mouth been. First of all, we gotta get to that point. I gotta figure this out. We had to, you know, we gotta exchange numbers and see if I won't even court you first. You understand? But you asking Habana. Now, if I was, you know, the man I was in the world, I still wouldn't want to be licked in the face, but my you know, the acceleration of engagement would probably be different. I probably wouldn't mind, you know, I'd probably go home, you know what I'm saying? The next night, we'd probably be, you know what I'm saying, talking and you know, something might go down, you know what I'm saying? But in the truth, nah, we gotta take it slow, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get to know you. I gotta see if you're a whore. I gotta see if you with what I'm with, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. But you can still come give me your number. We can exchange numbers and we can figure this out. But don't lick me in my face. Hell no. I don't know how many dudes you done licked in the face tonight. You understand? You come licking, nah, that's a no-no. So you and your rib had every right to feel disrespected at that moment. That's in my opinion. You understand? But now if it's a situation where she came and asked you for your number in front of your rib or whatever, I think what I would have done was respectfully just be like, hold on, excuse me, baby. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in certain situations, you gotta be, the scriptures say, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You don't want to call, okay, so now you can't take back the fact that she already came and asked for the number, right? You can't take that back. It happened, right? So now your rib already feel disrespected. So you can't take that back. At that point, you could say, nah, I'm with somebody, or you could say, you know, it'll be your discernment, be wise as a serpent, but you don't want to cause, how can I put it? You don't want to put more on your rib. Because we already under this captivity. We already going through things. We already suffering. You don't want to, you don't, not upset her, like, you know, I'm trying to figure out the wording. You don't want to put it on her, make it unbearable for her, more unbearable in these conditions. You understand what I'm saying? So the wise thing, you would have to figure out, you know your wife, right? Maybe you gotta tell a sister, oh, no, I'm with my, you know what I'm saying? But then you gotta wink or something, do something where your rib can't see. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She ain't gotta see it. She can see you say, nah, I'm with my wife. But then you know what I'm saying? Chill, man. Go, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you a little bit. You get the point, right? It's ways to do things without further putting more on your wife in this oppression. You know what I'm saying? Women are emotional. It's no different from, okay, even if she know you got multiple wives, if she say, I don't want to hear y'all arguing in front of me, right? Respect it. Like, just go inside. Go inside and talk to her. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You may have a wife that don't mind you on the phone with your other wives. You know what I'm saying? She ain't tripping. It may get to her a little bit, but she ain't really tripping. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Talk on the phone. But if you know your wife. If you know it just, see, because you're going to know it really gets to her. Because she's going to go into this certain state where you like, damn, you all right? You tripping. Like, you don't want to do that to her. Just go outside, step outside. Even though she know you going outside to go talk to that woman, you're not doing it in her face. You get the point, right? So just be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. That scenario that you brought up is a good question. It's a real tough scenario. I've never been in it. Don't think I would ever be in it. If it do happen, I really don't. Honestly, I was joking. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, but I'm joking. I don't really know how I would handle it. I know what I would do is take my wife's feelings into consideration. I wouldn't just blatantly be like, yeah, I mean, you know, right in front of her and hurt her feelings. I would definitely try to probably be like, throw a little sign or something, like, you know, throw an elbow, a chicken wing or something out there, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like later on, you know, kiss me when I, you know what I'm saying, or something, right? So that's how you want to do things. And then too, talk to your rib, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you know, I can have multiple wives. I'm just gonna give it a number. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? And y'all work on it. You know what I mean? It's listen, we in the truth, man. Like all that childish pettiness, put that to the side. Throw all that to the side. You know, forget all that. Forget, you know, we deal with things biblically. we deal with things righteously. It's a man's God-given right to have multiple wives. And that's just the bottom line. You understand what I'm saying? Be wise, seek counsel, good question, keep asking questions, seek counsel. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be all right. All right, so now, got a couple more scriptures. We're going to be getting up out of here. All right, so what was the scriptures I got y'all? Yeah, so we finished with 9 and 9? Go ahead, finish it.
I'm going to spend not thy money with her at the wine.
Y'all come back, man. All right, no sweat. Go ahead.
Come. Least thine heart incline unto her.
Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen when you spending your money with this sister. She ain't yours. She another man's wife. Guess what? You're gonna start getting feelings for her. You understand? You talking to her, y'all. You buying her a drink. You starting to get feelings for this woman that's married to a whole nother man. So yeah, buying her a drink is not committing adultery per se. But guess what? Eventually, your heart gonna take to her. She gonna be telling you this story because if y'all notice, every woman got this. Like it's always the same when you meet a new woman. She gonna be telling you how much of a piece of crap her ex was. That's just how I go. She gonna be telling you everything that he done wrong. She ain't gonna tell you nothing of what she did wrong. And now you're gonna be automatically hating that brother because of what she said, and now you're gonna be feeling sorry for her. You understand? Let's use discernment. Be wise. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know, you know what I'm saying, any of my exes, I'm pretty sure the next man that they done got with, I'm pretty sure they done talked about how bad of a man I was and this and that. I mean, it didn't, just like when you got with her, she was telling you, if you with a woman now, I'm pretty sure she done told you how bad her ex was. It's just gonna happen. You understand? Don't let that, fill her out, take time, get to know her, then you know what I'm saying, that's how y'all gotta do it, man. Don't spend money on a woman that's already married though. All right. Give me Proverbs 6 and 32.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 32. Mm-hmm. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. Mm-hmm. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
Now, this is why you shouldn't be trying to spend money on a married woman. Because guess what? You commit adultery, you don't have understanding that this man can really like do something to you. You know what I'm saying? You are destroying your own soul it's like you at a crossroads and you making a decision. If I do it, you understand? You don't understand the decisions you making. You don't know how detrimental it is. You don't know how her husband gonna react. You understand what I'm saying? We've seen plenty of cases where the husband reacted in the way that we figured he would, and they both end up dead. And you know what I'm saying? You get the point. So you're destroying your own soul when you make that choice to commit adultery with that woman. You made that choice. Now you got to deal with the consequences. Not everybody gonna be understanding. Not everybody gonna be like, you know what, you can have her, whatever. You got brothers out here that's gonna kill over their possession. You understand? Don't be that brother that destroy your own soul trying to commit adultery. You understand? Now I want to get 1 Corinthians. I want to bring out that 1 Corinthians 7 and 10 because it's a very important scripture. We need to put this out here because it's very important. You understand? Brothers, sisters leave all the time. Doesn't mean that they are necessarily unmarried now. They may come back. You may have a separation period. You understand what I'm saying? But this is the scripture that you need to have in your back pocket and understand. You understand? So read the scripture right quick. 1 Corinthians 7 and 10. We're going to be done with it.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 10. And unto the married I command, ye not I, but the Lord.
It says, and unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. So he's reiterating, yeah, I'm telling you this, I'm commanding this, but this is not from me. This is from the Lord. The Lord is commanding this. You understand? Go ahead.
Let not the wife depart from her husband.
Don't leave your husband, man. I don't care what y'all going through, what you're feeling, you and your feelings, you being emotional, you don't like something, y'all go through a rough patch, you want to leave, you understand? Hey, do me a favor, Yeshaya. Yeah, go, because I'm going to need those security announcements on deck ready. Don't leave your husband because guess what? You understand? You just in the moment. You just in your feelings. This is a commandment of the Lord. Don't depart from your husband. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 11. But, and if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
Now, if she do decide to leave because her feelings and emotions are just unbearable, and she just can't, she just can't help herself. I just can't be with him. I gotta go. I can't do it. You leave. Guess what? You better remain unmarried. I mean, Salaki, yeah, you better remain unmarried, meaning you still married to that brother. You better remain that way. You better not go have sex with another man. You understand? You can, if you leave, go, but you better stay unmarried, because guess what? It may be a point in time where she may get over that and say, you know what, I want to be back with him. We had a disagreement. I was in my feelings. Whatever happened. It is what it is. But I miss him. I want to get back with him. If you remain unmarried, then that can happen. You can reconcile. Keep reading.
Or be reconciled to her husband.
Right. So remain unmarried or be reconciled. So now either stay separated, meaning you're not going to have sex with no other man, but you're not being with him. You know what I'm saying? Or get back with your husband. Those are the only choices you have. That's the ultimatum. This is of the Lord. The Lord says this. You understand? It says, let not, but if she do depart, either don't have sex with no other man or get back with your husband. That's the only two choices you got. So either you're gonna be sexless for the rest of your life, or you just go back to your husband whenever you know what I'm saying? Put your ego, pride to the side and go and reconcile with your husband. Keep going.
And let not the husband put away his wife.
Same thing with the husband. It goes for both of y'all. You don't put your wife away just because she getting on your nerves. She done cussed you out. She done pulled a knife on you. She stabbed you with a fork. I'm not telling her sister to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it may be consequences that come with that. That brother might have some reflexes that you might not like. You understand? Don't go stabbing him. Don't be putting your hands on him. But again, brother, don't just because you got that crazy woman. You know what I'm saying? She crazy. She yelling all across the house to pull the whole wig out. You know what I'm saying? You leave the house, she following you and stuff. Hey, that's your wife. You married her. You knew what you were getting yourself into when you got with her. You should have took your time if you didn't know. You should have took your time to get to know that she was crazy like that. You understand? That's your wife. Do not put her away. Y'all work through it. You know what I'm saying? You can separate too. You can, get it. You know what? I'm gone. I'm going to go for a couple of days. You understand? Because Scripture does say I'd rather dwell on, you know what I'm saying, with a lion and a dragon than to dwell with a wicked woman. So it ain't nothing wrong with feeling like I got to get the hell away from her. But that's still your wife. You understand? Do not put her away. It's that simple. Keep going.
Verse 12. But to the rest speak I.
But to the rest of y'all, go ahead.
Not the Lord.
So this is him speaking this. You understand what I'm saying? Not the Lord. Go ahead.
If any brother hath a wife that believeth not.
So now he's giving advice. So if you have a wife that believeth not, it's cool. Go ahead.
And she be pleased to dwell with him.
So if she don't believe, but she still want to be with you. She still love you. She still want to be around. She think you in a cult, but guess what? She ain't stopping you in this truth. She ain't coming in between that. She may nag and why you going up to that school? Oh, well, I'll be back. I ain't trying to hear that. But she don't want to go nowhere. You tell her, all right, man, look, get out my damn face. Leave me alone. I ain't going nowhere. All right, well, you know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Is she pleased to dwell with you? Go ahead.
Let him not put her away.
Then don't put her away. You know what I'm saying? And it's a reason for that. Keep going.
Verse 13. And the woman which hath an husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him.
So the same thing. So like with the sister, you understand, she's gone now. But like with the sister, she got a husband. He's not with her in this truth. Like he's not feeling this, coming to the class and being in this so-called what he call a cult. You understand? But guess what? She can't leave him. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't left her. And she still come to class. She came in one piece. She good. She's safe. She's going to return to him. You know what I'm saying? He may not like it, but she, you know what I'm saying? If she wanted, she can't stop. He can't stop. That's the Lord doing that. You understand? He can't stop what the Lord doing. So that's one thing, but she can't leave him. You understand? And you would never advise a woman to leave her husband. Like I would never tell her, even though in her heart, she probably like, I want to get away from him. I just don't want to deal with that. I want me a new man that's righteous and nah, you stay with your husband. Turn him be a righteous woman. So that way he see that. And guess what? Eventually he going to bring his butt to class. He going to come into this. He going to see what all this ranting and raving about and what this good news is about. And he going to be in all black. You understand what I'm saying? He gonna be a damn warrior, and now he gonna understand, and he gonna be righteous. That's what you do. Be a brother to that, but don't try to tell a wife, nah, leave him, man. He don't need to be. Nah, tell her, all right, you know what? Try to get him to come to class. Or just, submit to him. Do what you're supposed to do as a woman. Read these scriptures how women should be. Follow these scriptures. And guess what? Eventually, he might be like, you know what? Damn, they turned me. You became a whole different woman. I like this woman you become. I need to come to that class. If they got you acting like this, maybe let me see what this about. You get the point, right? Because the scripture's going to tell you. Keep going.
Verse 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
That's why she's sanctified, because guess what? The more and more she come into the truth, he's sanctified, because guess what? Eventually, he's probably going to come into it's either he's going to do one or two things. He's going to come into the truth himself, or her glory is going to be too much for him. Her righteousness is going to be too much for him. He going to end up leaving her. You get the point, right? Or he going to end up coming to the truth. Because any man that's pleased to be with a woman, meaning don't want to leave her, ain't going to let her go, he gonna be like, man, I love you. I don't want to leave you. I don't like what you're doing, but I see the woman that you're becoming. You know what? I guess I'll come to class. You get the point, right? Keep going.
And the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband.
Same exact reason. You understand? Vice versa. Go ahead.
Else were your children unclean, but now are the holy.
So at one point, guess what? He probably at home with the kids telling them, no, you can't go with your mama. Ooh. They were unclean at one point. Now, all of a sudden, by her coming into the truth or him coming into the truth, now she spread her righteousness upon that household. He spread his righteousness upon that household, and now everybody in class. You got the whole family in class. You understand? Mom and dad, mama might come too. You understand? You never know. That's how the Most High works. You understand? That's how they sanctified by the wife, and that's how they sanctified by the husband. You get the point, right? All right, now read verse 15 though, because we don't chase. Now I wouldn't advise any brother. Hey, listen, we do not chase no woman. You understand? Read
verse 15. But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart.
If she want to tell her ass, let her go. Don't you better not chase her, be no damn simp. Let her go. She ain't, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. She ain't her, like, listen, you are a priest and prophet of the Lord. The scripture say, I'll make a man more precious than fine gold. You know how precious that is? Do you know how valuable gold is? She better get with it. You understand? And she want to move around, let her move around. That's her loss. You are a righteous man of the Lord. The Lord, you are valuable in the Most High's eyes with the things that you do, the work you put in, being a soldier for the Lord. You understand? The sacrifices you make. She better understand that and realize that she got her something more precious than fine gold. She better realize that. You understand? And go ahead. And if I could, and vice versa, if a brother is with a sister, and she's like a sister that's in I.S.U.P.K, guess what? Listen, we train our sisters up to be virtuous women. And the scriptures say a virtuous woman, her price is, who can find a virtuous woman? But her price is far above rubies. So guess what? He ain't in the truth, so he ain't nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I mean, the Lord said, I'll make a man more precious than fine gold. He don't understand that he could be fine gold if he get his life right. But at the moment, he's, you know what I'm saying? He's just a rock. He's a stone. He hasn't been reformed. You understand? He hasn't been put through that fire and formed into that gold that you know what I'm saying? He's just a mineral right now. And he don't realize that. So guess what? She's blossoming into that virtuous woman. And she's trying to get him to be fine gold. But if he don't want to deal with that, that's his loss. She's a virtuous sister of the Lord, daughter of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Daughter of Zion. He better realize that. You understand? He better get in his truth and understand that his potential could be. If not, let him go. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she probably love him. She don't want him to go. But guess what? If he go, let him go. You understand? And that's what the scriptures say. Keep reading them.
A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases.
So now, with this situation, let's give the example for a sister, because men can have multiple wives. So if a woman leave, he can get him another wife anyway. That's no problem. But let's say the scenario is with a sister. You understand? And she not putting him away. She trying to teach him, not teach him, like it, never teach a man, period. But she's trying to show him scriptures, trying to get him to come to class, showing him class, trying to, read the Bible with him, study with him, trying to, you know, she being submissive to him. She being a great woman to him. And he's still like, you know what? I ain't with that. I'm gone. You understand? Let him go. And guess what? The scriptures say a brother or sister is not under bondage in those cases. So if he leave, what does that sister, what is that sister now? Go ahead. She's single. You understand? I mean, it is what it is. He leave her. He put her away. She's not under bondage anymore to that brother. So if she wanted, you know, obviously she would need to follow the protocol, you know, court and do all that stuff. And she may not want to. You understand? She may not want to, but if she did want to, she's not under the bondage of that old marriage that she was up under because he left her. And he don't want to be with her. You understand? He's done. And now, not in the case where he leave and they separated, and he say, you know what, I need some time. If she would need to know for sure he done with her. And she would know. You would know, and time would tell. You understand? Don't be rushing into trying to hurry up and get with another man, of course. Time will tell whether or not that man is done with you or not. A woman will know. And seek counsel, of course. You know what I'm saying? Seek counsel from the men over you in I.S.U.P.K. You're going to be advised correctly. You understand? And when that case does happen, you're not under bondage. We all understand? We good? The lesson, everybody, no questions on the lesson?
All
right, Most High in Christ, man. You understand? With that, make sure you pay your tithes to the men of the Lord. www.isupk.org or .com. You understand? Click the donation link. Pay your tithes to the men of the Lord with that tithe money. Commander General YAHANNA and the generals, they make sure, you know what I'm saying, this nation gets what it needs. You understand? We feed the homeless. You know what I'm saying? We clothe the homeless. We have schools, AC, security systems, electronics, everything we need to bring out this truth. You understand? That's where that tithe money is going. It's helping build this nation, and that's what we must do because we have to sustain when this white man's empire falls. You understand? We have to be able to sustain. So pay your tithes to the men of the Lord and only the true priests and prophets of the Lord, and that is the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA. With that, shalom to the brothers, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Shalom to the sisters, Yahweh Shemalatah Ba'Shem Yahushua. Pass the class over to Trooper Ron for the security announcements.
We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, Mayasharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the memorial of blowing of the trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month, which is Saturday, September 28, 2019, out of the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pant, headband, or scarf. And these are the security announcements. So all I wanted was to be a gangster. All I